What is up, guys? How's it going today? My name is Syratube, and today I'm bringing you another flipping live stream here, and I've just noticed that every time we do these live streams, Jagex is also going live and talking about their new updates, but I guess it's just bad timing. We didn't stream last Friday, but this Friday we will be streaming, so don't worry too much about that. But anyway, going to be working with 453 mil today, 361,618. Reason being is we have a green dragonhide leather flip, overnight flip, that is struggling a little bit to sell, but I know if we leave this for a little bit that it actually will sell, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, first comment coming in from Matt saying, Syratube, what's up, fam? What's up, man? Hopefully you're having a good day here, and today I'm just going to be cracking into some flips. I'm going to try to focus on actual commentary today instead of, kind of getting sidetracked. So, first off, we're going to start off with the mahogany planks. One of my favorite high quantity flips. You can generally get at least 10 GP margins on these. Anything underneath 6 GP I probably won't flip, but it looks like we're going to get over 10 GP, so very good to see that. Limit is 13k every 4 hours. Going to go in and list pretty much the limit of those, let it do its thing. You're always hyped, love it, lol. I try to keep a very positive mindset when I'm streaming, so, we can kind of, keep everyone in a good spirit, a good mood, and there's no reason to be sad or upset on these live streams. So we're just here to make some money, and I'm here to teach you guys how to do so. So of course, if you have any questions, let me know in the live chat. On top of that, if you want to join our Discord, link in the description below. This is a great place to learn how to flip with your cash stack and things like that. There's also a lot of people in there that are into PVM too, so if you're looking for some PVM teammates, that is another great place to find some. Anyway, going to be checking the mana ray here. It's actually looking at, like, they're pretty low priced here recently, so I'm actually not nervous to go in on mana rays at all. Usually they're between 1.1 and 1.2k. That's about their average, reaching highs of about 1.4k here recently. Now, anything under 1.1k, in my opinion, is a very safe flip to go in for these mana rays. So we're definitely going to list a couple of those and let them do their thing. We're going to check out the air orbs as well, which are also at quite a low price. What I think is happening here, guys, is it's post Kebos Lowlands update. So people are kind of not starting to log off, not play the new content anymore, starting to play RuneScape a little bit less. So we're seeing a lot of prices decrease because there's not as many people playing, and people are dumping the items, not as much demand for the items as well. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. People are selling off their banks as they're leaving the game for a little bit. They'll be back, but we're going through a little bit of a seasonal cycle. If you do notice, usually during updates, things get really high priced, things are good, and then a month or two after the updates, things do degress a little bit. Seeing a lot of high-end PVM items decreasing a lot in price. Big Grazi decrease here recently. Saying Gwesti staff, I think is what it's called, just hit an all-time high. It's on the decrease as well here. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of large items, large PVM items depreciating, as well as just mid-level PVM items as well. Bandos gear is decreasing. We're seeing a regression on Amulet of Torture and all the Zenite jewelry, so that is important to keep in mind. We're just seeing a lot of depression here, so just keep that in mind when you're going in for some longer-term investments. Anyway, that's why we're going to be sticking to a lot of high quantity today. It's a little bit safer to flip. We can push high quantity relatively safely and still make very, very good profits. And yes, the Zulrah scales as well are getting very, very low price. So Zulrah is actually not that good of a moneymaker compared to where it has recently been. This past month, it's been very good, but now recently, it's just took a huge pullback. So just keep that in mind. Be very, very careful. Anyway, guys, so glad to see you all tuning in on the Wednesday live stream. Really love how popular the Wednesday live streams have actually gotten, since it is one of the best days for me to stream, so very, very happy to see that. Anyway, World of RS says, hey man, I lost money on all items I put in for buy that usual break even, like 5 mil at least. Why is every PvP PVM item falling so much? That's so funny. I didn't even read that comment, and I basically just explained that entire scenario. So hopefully you did catch that, World of RS. That is quite funny. Jordy, I always say George. I'm sorry. Jordy Baldy says, hey all, what's up? And everyone, welcome Jordy. He is one of our new moderators in the Discord group, so give him a shout out, say hi, welcome him to the team, and if you have any questions, of course, you can ask him or me. Doesn't really matter too much. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to try to do a high margin item here, just because we do have a lot of money to work with. So I'm gonna try the Dragon Warhammer. It's an item that I fail on very often, to be quite honest. I have a very hard time flipping this item, so I'm gonna try to get a couple bought and sold here, just to, you know, increase my confidence a little bit. Gonna list those for a fair bit above the margin price there. We'll try to get 4 of them and see how those do. Following that up, we're gonna do the Amulet of Fury, because these actually have had really good margins these past couple of days. They are regressing a little bit, but they're near the bottom. Furies bounce between 2,850k to okay, that's not good. We need to cut back on those Warhammers really quick, since we had an instant buy there. And for Warhammers, that is not a good sign. So 58375 is what we'll do. Not good to see that. But hopefully we can actually sell those as well. But I'm not actually too confident that that's going to work out for us. So that's very, very bad. But anyway, like I was saying, Furies bounce between 2,850k to about 3.1k. So anywhere in between there is good. And as you can see, it's kind of on the lower end compared to its range. So we're going to go in and try to flip a couple of those with high confidence that they will increase in price. Eric Croc said, I made bank flipping Ring of Forging because of the poll, but no one was, but it was a one-time thing. They evened out. Now, I'm having a very hard time reading the comments today, but actually, it looks like we were able to get one of the Dragon Warhammers off, so that is very good to see, considering they all bought at once, which is usually an indicator of a crash, so just keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and try to flip the Blowpipe too. I'm assuming that the Blowpipe is going to be relatively low priced compared to where it's been normally, and that is the case, it looks like, so we're gonna go ahead and flip a couple of those. So one thing to keep in mind is if it's an item that trades pretty quickly, even if the item is crashing over time in price, like over the past couple of days, you can still flip these items relatively easily. So even if an item is going down, you can still flip the item. It's just when you're looking to invest for longer terms, like longer periods of time, let's say overnight flips or you know, week flips or whatever, you do have to be careful because items that are decreasing in price will usually continue to do so. We can do GE tracker analysis to actually see, you know, where we think the item is going to move. So I don't know, we can do maybe a video on that. I can show you guys how to tell if an item is going to crash or it's going to increase in price. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but I can show you positive indicators and negative indicators towards both sides. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in actually watching. It is a little bit more technical compared to the normal content we put out here on the channel, but it might be very useful for people as well. So anyway, the Dragon Warhammers actually sold, so that was actually a decent flip. We made about 500k on that, so I'm gonna go in and actually do a couple more of those. We're actually going to do a lower listing though, and hopefully we can actually get a buyout on that as well. Ice-T, what's up, man? He said, hey, had sound off. Not a problem, man. Welcome to the live stream, bro. And hopefully you are enjoying the flips. Leave a like if you are. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. Now, hopefully these items are working out pretty well for you guys, and the live streams are actually useful in showcasing what I'm flipping every day. But I'm not really using the 5-3 strategy right now like I normally would. Just the reason being is a lot of big items are on the regression here, so we do need to be very, very careful with that and make sure we don't lose too much money on anything that big. 2917 is what we're going to list the Furies for, just to get them off quickly, and that's actually going to net us a good amount of bank. Should be about that's not going to be 200k, it's going to be about 100k, so that's pretty good. Monster Trio 333, what's up, man? He says, World of RS, it might be because of OSRS mobile. No one is going to PvP on mobile, but people flip in AFK combat, so low-level / mid-level combat items are probably flipping well. That could be the case as well, as we have more people moving into, whoa, $5 coming in from Monster Trio here. Thank you so much, man. Hopefully you do enjoy the gift coming up on screen. Anyway, he says, always the highlight of my day watching the stream. Keep up the great content, man. Thank you so much, bro. I really do appreciate that. Monster Trio 333 has some own videos on his channel. Be sure to check him out. He does a lot of anime videos and anime theories, and honestly, they're really, really well done and such high quality. So definitely check out his videos. They're awesome. Sean Westman, what's up, bro? How are you doing? I see your Snapchats all the time, man. Hopefully you're having a fun year so far, bro, and it really looks like you are, so it's good to see you in the live chat, man. That's so funny. Anyway, guys, we're slowly building up on the live stream here. 10 viewers right now, not too bad as the stream goes on. And, you know, the Wednesday streams are not as popular yet, but they are becoming more popular as more people are coming onto the channel. But anyway, to talk about the flips, the Amulets of Fury have almost completely sold here. And like I said before, I think it's going to net us about 100k, maybe a little bit more. So we'll see at the very end what the profits are looking like on that. These overscales are actually taking a while to buy, which is surprising, but, you know, I'm not too scared about those. Again, 192 for a Zulver scale for this past week here is a very, very low price, so I'm not that concerned they're taking a while to buy. If we can buy all of these, I guarantee we will sell them for over the 3 GP margin that we actually checked. Like Christmas. Anyway, it looks like all the Furies came in as well, and we netted about... Well, we have to account for the margin check, so basically about 100k, a little bit over, about 105k on that, so very, very good. Let's see here. We got about 193 mil to work with, and the Dragon Warhammers are not buying, so we're just going to cut our losses on that one and not flip it anymore. We did make money on those, but I don't want to keep trying because it could be a little bit scary here, so we're going to just avoid that. Gonna try to flip some Arcane Prayer Scrolls. Now, this is an item that does take a while to flip, but it's actually very low price right now, so like I said before, that is an indicator that things will probably go up, but not entirely an indicator, just a good sign. I just can kind of like determine, I've been flipping a while, so I kind of know when certain items seem very low and when they're in likely positions to go upwards as compared to downwards. We could also, like I said before, use GE Tracker to determine the actual price movement, but I don't think we want to go into too much technical analysis here on the live stream. Although, like I said, we could do a video on that if you guys are interested. Anyway, we've got about 345 mil to work with here, so I'm just trying to think of a good high-quantity item we can try, and I just thought of it in this moment while we were just sitting here. The Diamond Dragon Bolt E, now they're actually getting really, really low priced, and I don't know exactly why. Again, everything is very low priced right now, but I do assume it's with this post-Kebos Lowlands update where people are moving away from the game because they've experienced the new content and there's just less active players. It's not really a big deal for the game. The game is still in a very healthy state. New content coming. Jagex is still doing their live streams, still listening to the community and trying to make epic changes for the game. So don't be concerned. Prices will go back up. Now, I would even be skeptical towards the new updates. Now, reason being is usually when an update is talked about and as it gets closer, item prices are really high. The update releases, there's a slight regression, things are stable, and then we kind of decrease a month or two after the update comes out. So we're in that stage right now. We are in the recession state. And don't be too concerned about it because within another year, we'll have high prices again. So when the new updates start to get talked about, that's kind of the time you want to start buying items. Now, depending on what the update actually is, you will want to buy certain items. So, for example, if it's a, excuse me, if a new raid is coming out, then don't focus on the specific item that Jagex is looking to buff, or looking to nerf, or looking to change. Don't look at those items. They're way too skeptical. You don't want to do those. What you want to look for is your consumables, your high-end PVM gear. Those are the things that are going to go up in price over time. So, like Syratube and Brews, Prayer Potions, Super Restores, you buy those when they start talking about updates, and if you wait about 6 months, they're going to be worth like triple the value that you bought them for, and you'll make a lot of money. Now, of course, this takes a lot of starting capital to invest successfully in these things, but if you are a very rich player, that is a good way to capitalize on updates. Anyway, Jordy Baldy says, I just broke 10 mil recently. Aside from the usual items you recommend, are there any new things you would recommend flipping at this cash tag? Interesting. It's kind of hard for me to remember what items I recommend on past live streams, but with a 10 mil cash stack, you should be flipping Adamant Darts and Rune Darts if you're not already. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, but you should be flipping those if you are not already. You could do Dragon Bones too if you're interested in that. I wouldn't recommend doing Berserker rings or Archer rings or anything like that yet, although you could try Seer's rings if you are interested, but it is a little bit risky and might not net you the best margin that you're looking for. You could do Dragon Arrows, though. That's going to be a good one. Amethyst Arrows are going to be good as well. Blood Runes, Law Runes, Nature Runes, Cosmic Runes, Astral Runes. Runes are really, really good, upwards to about a 20 mil stack, so definitely put those into your flipping list as well. Hopefully that's different from what I recommended before, and you could do Oak Planks too, but hopefully that's different from what I recommended before, and that will help out. Eric Croc says OSRS economy is going in the trash because everyone's quitting law. Iron ore went from like 179 GP to about 89. Don't worry, more people will come back into the game, especially as spring and summer comes around, especially here in these states. Basically, that's when a lot of kids are off school and they will start playing RuneScape a little bit more. So don't be too worried about the economy. It is bad right now, but it will change. It will get better. Finally able to catch another one of your streams. What's up, Lulu? How are you today, man? Hopefully you're having a good day, bro. And Jason Ramondo finally made it to a live stream. What's up? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Leave a like if you do. It seriously helps me out so much. Gets my content up there with some other great flippers and content creators. Small XP Lamp, Flipping Old School. Those are some people I look up to greatly, and thus every like counts. Anyway, subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. And on top of it all, if you want to join our Discord group, link in the description below. Great place to find new items to flip, talk with experienced flippers and some beginner flippers as well. Doesn't matter your skill level in flipping, will definitely help you out if you do join. So please be sure to do that. It really means a lot to me, and I can give you like personal training in there. So it's also a great place to stay tuned to the live streams and find out when they are. Holy crap, that was so disorganized. But anyway, let's get back into the flipping here. So as you can see, markets are moving pretty slowly. Now this is because, like I said before, everything is like very, very low priced. So yeah, we're just trying to kind of trying to find items that will actually buy and sell. And we're just monitoring everything to make sure we can actually get enough. And we're not actually just sitting around waiting for an item that's never going to buy. It's very important to be patient when you flip, but there's certain things you do not want to be patient on. For example, you don't want to be too patient when you're flipping high quantity items, because the margins do move, you do want to be, you don't want to be as patient when you're flipping high quantity items, because if the margin moves, you will likely not sell that item because the margins are held very, very strong. Of course, like I said, it is possible for them to shift, and if they do, you will be losing a lot of money because, for example, let's say Mana Rays, the margin shifted to, I don't know, now they're starting to buy at 1,064 and selling for 1,072 or something like that, okay? So I will never be able to buy Mana Rays for 1,062 anymore because now people are buying them for 1,064, and there's so much demand buying for that 1,064 price that it's never going to drop down, and unless there's a huge amount of selling to 1,062. So you do need to monitor that very closely. At least in about an hour span, that's not going to happen. So just make sure when you are flipping high quantity items that you are keeping track and making sure that they're still buying slowly at least, because that means that they're still coming in and you're still holding a successful margin. Looks like we were able to sell those blowpipes. Made about 150k or so on the blowpipes, so very good to see that. Anyway, we got about 360 mil to work with. Like I said, mostly high quantity today, showcasing a lot of items for you guys. Magic logs here, great item to flip with about a 30 mil cash stack. Super safe flip. You're not going to get amazing returns on these. Today I'm not even going to flip them, but usually you can get about 5 GP, which honestly is not that bad, and it's worth taking if you do have about a 30 mil cash stack, because the total flip can net you like 200, 150, 200k, which is actually very solid money. Anyway, Jord Baldy says, I think the only repeat ones from the past streams are the darts and the dragon arrows. I might look into others mentioned. Perfect. Speaking of dragon arrows, we're going to go in and flip a couple of those. Wow, they're under 1,000 GP each. Guys, very, very low price on the dragon arrows. Crazy to actually see that. I didn't think they were ever going to drop this low. So, yeah, we're definitely going in on the limit here. Only 5 GP per, but that's really not too bad. Now, as you can see, we're actually not using the whole cash stack today, which I guess in one retrospect is not that good, but at the same time, I want to showcase some high quantity stuff for you guys. So I think the high quantity is more realistic for most of the viewership. I don't think everyone's walking around with like 600 mil in their pockets, so yeah, that's why I want to showcase some high quantity stuff for you guys. And of course, if you have any questions about how to flip or what to flip with your cash stack, let me know in the live chat. I'd love to answer all of your questions. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here doing the live streams, is basically to help you guys out. So let me know if you have any questions. Lulu says it's 3:14 a.m. so technically day. Doing a course in neural anatomy is what I'm guessing you're trying to say, but so I'm up a little bit late. Lulu, you gotta focus on the studies, man. You should get off this live stream and study up. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, we want you to stay, but if you gotta study, man. Pumpkin Face is asking, good thing to flip with 8 mil. Like I said before, all the runes that I mentioned are going to be very good. Oak planks are very good as well. You could also try flipping sharks. That's going to be good too. Although last time we checked them here on the stream, we're only getting about 1 GP per. So maybe not today, but maybe something to put on the list. Amethyst arrows, like I mentioned before, are going to be good too. And hopefully that's a good start for you on that. Got some people wanting to trade today, so I'm going to come out of the GE. I think we're actually in the wrong world, so I'm coming to World 321 right now. I did forget that I did hop worlds because, basically, we did get a prayer scroll as well, but I did hop worlds earlier because I was doing some training, and the world was full, so don't hate on me too much for that. World of RS says, what do you think of hardcore Iron Man character trend? Now they seem to be so popular that everyone's doing them, like the desert only Iron Man, Mortania only, wilderness only. It's getting out of hand. It is getting out of hand, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. Like, if people want to try a new playstyle, you might as well be able to. 69 vials of water coming in from Pumpkin Face in the chat here. Thank you so much, man. Long-time supporter of the channel. Love to see it. I did forget to actually take all of the water out this stream, so we're going to do that right now. And if you guys don't know and you're unfamiliar, we do collect vials of water here on the stream because a lot of the times I'm drinking water during the stream, so that's kind of why we do it. So hopefully, if you do feel like the content is good, you can donate some vials of water. It's cool, it's a low investment way to support the channel, and yeah, I appreciate every vial I get. Currently at 4.5 million vials of water, and looking to grow it to about 10 million. Anyway, guys, AI is artificial intelligence. Sorry, man, definitely miss out on that. I did not understand the abbreviation. Totally went over my head. What to flip with 25 GP on free to play? You're gonna need to make a little bit more money, Harith. Settled seems to be the most watched hardcore Iron Man restricted area series. Oh yes, what do I think about the hardcore Iron Man? Dude, World of RS asks the greatest questions. I challenge some of you in the live stream to ask better questions than he does because he literally like asks some of the most detailed and specific questions. But anyway, what do I think about the area specific hardcore Iron Man? I actually think it's good. It's a good way to show people content that you can actually do in those areas that most people forget about or are unfamiliar with. Personally, I do not watch any of these series because I'm not gonna lie, I think Iron Man is the dumbest thing in the entire game. I would never play an Iron Man. It's stupid. But that doesn't mean I hate against people that play Iron Man. I just think like you're neglecting such a big part of RuneScape if you're not using the trade feature. So, in my opinion, not really my favorite thing. I'm not a big fan of Iron Man at all. And I don't hate on them, like I said, but not a big fan. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep looking through the live chat here. Eric Croc says, Sierra, I've been seeing you and a few others in the Discord with an inhumane amount of gold, lol. Have you guys put any of that towards Herblore or Prayer, or just keep it for flipping? So here's the thing. Once I grow my stack to be a huge amount, I will start investing in skills. But until I have a significant amount of money, like way more than I have now, then I don't feel like I want to invest in skills because it will put me behind on flipping. As soon as I can invest in skills and still keep up the same level and flipping techniques, I guess, not really techniques, but the same flipping profits, then I will invest into those skills. But for now, no skill investments will be made besides ones that do not cost any money. Maybe you should do an Iron Man Let's Play. Absolutely not. I'm going to actually try to sell these Zelda skills for 196. Actually, let's just go 195 because I do want to clear up another slot here so we can get some more money cycling through. And these are not buying anymore, so we're actually just going to dump these, move on to another item here. Going to try oak planks, I think. And then I think after that, we're going to maintenance the air orbs as well. They don't really seem to be buying anymore. The mana rays are not buying either, so we're going to turn around, put sell offers in on those. Likely getting competitive here with some of these margins just because we are live streaming them, of course, and I am showcasing all the good items. So let's go ahead and just sell everything here. These were going for like 2048 before, so we'll knock it down 2047, hopefully liquidate those, no problem. And the mana rays are doing fine too, but I don't remember what they were selling for. They're probably not on our exchange history, so we're gonna have to buy another one just to check what they're actually going for. And let's see here, 1070 is what they're actually selling for. So we're going to list that, let it do its thing. Hopefully it does sell pretty quick. Just going to sell on margin, no undercuts or anything like that. Air orbs are not really making much progress either. So I just want to maintenance everything so we can kind of get some new items in here and try to make some money. Besides just, you know, sitting with these the entire time and commentating. I do want to make as much money as I can here. So yeah, basically we want to showcase you guys what it feels like to be a successful flipper. Even though this week has actually been very, very bad for me for flipping. I've actually lost about 4.5 mil this week, but I did make like 20 mil last week, so you win some, you do lose some. But yeah, the regressing markets have been very tough on me, so yeah, not a huge fan of that. But either way, I'm doing okay. We're gonna do 5, 6, 9, 8, 9, 9, 5. Anyway, guys, if you do not follow me on Instagram, check me out at Syratube. Basically, just shoot me a follow on Instagram if you want to see some more real-life content and some RuneScape memes and kind of like some unique flipping items as well. I am trying to grow the Instagram a little bit, so if you are interested in checking that out, you can just follow me at Syratube, just like my YouTube name. We would love to see you on there. Sierra, if I donate 500k vials of water, will you make a hardcore Iron Man? I'll make one, but I won't play it. I'm just not a big fan of the like the Iron Man style. I think trading is such a big part of RuneScape that if you take it away, you're missing a significant chunk of the game. I mean, come on, guys. I just sit here all day buy and sell items. Like, of course I love trading. Let's go ahead and list some Grimy Renar. We might struggle with these just because they are getting really low priced again. Actually, some of the lowest prices I've ever seen on Renar in-game ever. So, I honestly think good investment in my opinion. But not going to go too much into that. Now, I have an idea, guys, and I want to hear what you guys think about it. So, let me know in the live chat or in the comments below if you are watching this on the VOD or the playback, as they say. But I want to do a live stream series where instead of doing this on Wednesdays, we actually tune in to the Jagex update, and I sit here and commentate over possible market movements, depending on what Jagex actually talks about. So, for example, I would play the live stream, and I would be commentating over it and what they're saying, and if they say like, oh, we are going to buff Berserker Rings, then I'd be like, okay, guys, you gotta buy Berserker Rings right now. Or this is what's gonna happen when Berserker Rings go up in price. And I could kind of commentate over and speculate the price movements of depending on future updates. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in, but if it is, let me know. I definitely like to do a live streaming series like that, where you guys can also talk to me in the live chat at the same exact time. And as a live stream is going on, I can give you guys direct feedback on how I think the updates will affect item prices in the game. So, I don't know. If that's something interesting, let me know. Anyway, we're kind of struggling for some items to flip here. We're going to do some potions. Prayer potions and stamina potions are what I think I'll be doing. And like I said, almost every high quantity consumable item in this game is depreciating right now. Usually that's because of, you know, player movement, or not player movements, like player population movements is usually what makes these prices change. So nothing unhealthy, don't worry about it too much. Now, you can get burned a little bit in these scenarios, and I think this is going to be a pretty bad recession. I think we're going to see some of the lowest item prices we've ever seen before, and that's just going to show that, you know, when a lot of people leave this game, there's a big struggle, and Jagex needs to kind of hold this player base back, so we'll see. That's not good unless you are flipping in the background because buffs don't come too often. Yeah, I mean, buffs maybe don't come too often for certain items, but it's not necessarily about buffs. If they talk about speculative content they're thinking of putting in the game or certain updates, that can also affect item prices. For example, if they release a new Slayer Master, more people are going to do Slayer, consumable prices are going to go up. So I can say, oh, prayer potions are going up, super restores are going up, Sar Brews are going up, mana rays are going up, like, and be like, buy these right now, stock up right now, because when these things come out, they're gonna be worth a lot more. So it'd be more like that. It wouldn't be speculating on certain items, although of course we would cover that as well. But let's say, for example, Jagex is like, oh, we're gonna do Raids 3. I would say, okay, buy Din's Bulwark, because that still doesn't have a use, and we're on Raids 3. So I think the chances of that being used are quite high. So it would be things like that. You can definitely try that to test it. Yeah, I would be interested in it. I don't know if it's actually against Jagex terms or copyright terms to do that, so that would be something we'd have to look after. But I feel like it would actually be a big hit for a series because people would like to hear the commentary on how markets are going to move so they can make bank off of that as well. So, I don't know. Worth a shot maybe. But again, if no one likes it, then, you know, obviously we don't have to keep doing it. Anyway, guys, hopefully you are enjoying the live stream. Please leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. Anyway, join our Discord, link in the description below. Great place to learn how to flip, talk with other experienced flippers, talk with me, and figure out when my live streams are going live. But yes, we'll be live this Friday as well, guys. So if you are interested in tuning in on Friday, it usually is our most popular live stream. So Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same time as today. Think we'll be doing Vorkath and flipping that day, and we'll probably be streaming for about 2 hours or so. Sway Gaming, what is up, man? It's good to see you in the live chat, bro. And thanks for reaching out, saying hi. Thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully you are enjoying the content, man. Let me know if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack. Michael Balt says, give me some money in-game. I won't give you any money in-game personally, but I can teach you how to make money in-game, and if you have any questions about how to do so, let me know. I'd love to talk you through it. I know I missed the last stream, only saw the recap. Not a problem, man. You can always catch us live or just watch the playback and leave a comment. Not really a big deal either way. I know it's hard for everyone to make the streams because they're at very specific times, and most of the time we only stream for about an hour or so. So I do understand sometimes it is hard to make the stream, so don't even stress about it. This is basically just a learning experience for all of you guys. I want to showcase good items I'm flipping, and items that hopefully you guys can succeed with too. So, anyway, the Dragon Arrow's not working out too well for us. I thought we'd have more by now, but either way, I think we can sell these for... We should definitely be able to sell that, if not instantly, very, very soon. Let's see, do you think owning a Gargoyle alt is worth it? I made one in a month from scratch using Honar. It cost me maybe 1 to 2 mil from level 22 to 75. And the best part is I use Cannon 80% of tasks. Yes, Gargoyle alts are definitely, in my opinion, worth it. Probably, in my opinion, the best side moneymaker to have with your flipping. So if you're flipping on one account and you're doing Gargoyles on the other account, you're going to make very, very safe profits. Gargoyles are not a ton of money, maybe 350 to 400k an hour if you are being very efficient. You know, that being said, it's very AFK. Like, you can click a Gargoyle and walk away from your computer. Like, you're not going to die there very easily. You know, you can stay there indefinitely, so it makes it very, very easy to do. Yes, I do think gargoyle alts are worth it like 99% of the time. Now, where a gargoyle alt, I will say that if you flip and use a gargoyle alt, I think you will make more money than if you are doing flipping and Vorkath on one account. So keep that in mind. You are better off with the gargoyle alt, but at the same time, Vorkath and flipping at the same time is not really going to decrease your profits that much if you're flipping on a main account. Anyway, we're going to flip another, like, high-margin item here. Amulet of Torture, which has been on the regression here recently. So we do have to be careful. It's 16.4 mil right now, and it hit a high of about 17.5, I think is where it stopped going upwards. So, it's a healthy regression. I do expect it's going to fall probably another 2 mil over the course of the next month. So, not something I would personally invest in. Again, that is your choice. Do your own analysis on it if you do think otherwise, but anyway. SlayZ says, I got burned about 4 days ago on Raw Shark. Their lowest point of all year was 642, and they were at that, so I bought 100k of them, and 2 days later they were 632. Pretty big loss for me. Now, I don't know what the price of Raw Sharks is right now, but when items are at all-time lows, they do not stay there for very long. So, for example, let me tell a little bit of a story about how I actually used an all-time low to profit a major bank. So, this is actually the biggest flip I've had all time, and this was last week. So, basically, I saw the Grazi Rapier was having very downward price movements. I kept looking at the price over every day and seeing every day it was down 5-6 mil. And I saw it get to about, I picked up 2 of them for about 238.2 mil each. So I bought 2 of them overnight at that price, turned around and sold it the next day for 425.7 mil. And by doing so, I kind of saw that the Grazi was like just going down over about a week's time, and that it was at an all-time low. Usually when an item is at an all-time low, at least in the short run, it will hop back up. And I just assumed that the Grazi might hop up a couple mils, so I did list it and was able to complete a flip successfully to net about 15.8 mil, which is the biggest flip I've ever had off a single item before, so very, very happy to see that. But if you ever see on GE Tracker that an item looks like it's at an all-time low, it is a pretty safe bet that it's going to go back up in price. So, SlayZ, although you might have lost a lot of money in that instance, I think if you were a little bit more patient, you could have actually profited, but I do understand that a lot of your capital was probably locked up in the sharks, and you just wanted to get your money back and get back to flipping. But either way, it was probably useful. If you look and you see a product, end of the day, if you look on GE Tracker and you see an item is at a very low price, it's most likely, or like the lowest price ever, it's most likely going to go back up unless an update caused it to go down to these low points. I still got 5 rapiers, says Ice-T. Don't worry, man. I do think that it is going to take a while for them to go back up, but I think they will go back up, man. So don't worry too much about it. Can't even afford a rapier. Hey, it's alright, man. There's other great items for you to flip as well, so don't stress too much about it. All the Zora scales sold. That is good to see. Why is Torsil so low? I don't know, but thank you for the idea. We're going to do them right now. I don't know what they're normally at, to be honest. It's like 8k was 10k plus. Well, that looks like a good flip for me to go in on then. Very excited to try some of those out. I don't think I've ever done this item before ever, so yeah, we'll try out a new item, see how it goes for us, guys. We got 1 torture, by the way, which I guess is a good sign that we are listing at the correct margin, so I'm very happy seeing that. Anyway, guys, leave a like if you are enjoying the live stream. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you are finding the content enjoyable and you're getting your questions answered. Oh my god, it's been a week since I've commentated, so I am a little bit rusty, guys. I have to do more live streams, I think. What if we did live streams every Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Now, that would be crazy. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but, you know, if I could do that at least for a couple weeks, that would be crazy. Stephen Clayton says, what's up, Sierra? What's up, man? How are you doing today? Leave a like, man, if you're enjoying the live stream, and leave me a comment if you got any questions about what to flip with your cash stack. Also, if you're not in the Discord, link in the description below. Join that up. Great place to learn how to flip with your cash stack. 6 Mafia 777 geez, says, do it. I want to do it, man. I do. I really do, but I just don't know if I can find the time, but I will try my best to make time to try to do so. I've been trying to go for some riskier flips, but I keep getting burned. I need to chill out. Yeah, definitely chill out on the, I think the riskier flips right now are not the way to go, guys. With all this regression going on in the market, you don't want to be flipping high margin items because you can get seriously burned on them. So be very, very careful. Vindes says, did you buy those leathers just now, or is it an overnight? It's an overnight. So what I've been looking at, usually green dragon hide leather is something I do flip overnight. And while you don't see any selling for $16.95, that actually is a very valid price point. I sell for that price point very, very often, and I've never actually failed to sell for that price point. So I'm just going to leave it for about a day, and it will definitely sell. I'm not too worried about it at all. These tortures came in really fast, so I imagine that the margin is probably going down a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to try to sell them anyway. Let those do their thing there. Hopefully they do sell for us, guys. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream. Leave a like if you are, subscribe if you want more content like this, and let me know if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack. The stamina potions, I think, have stopped. We have 715, so we'll keep an eye on that. The prayer potions, 1751, so we'll keep an eye on both of these. Make sure we're picking up a couple more here, guys. Do you think stuff will go back up? Yeah, it will. It will. Just give it a little bit of time. It's hard to predict when it will go back up. That's always the hardest part of flipping, is predicting when something is truly at its lowest point. But that being said, things will go back up in price. Just as time goes on, things will go back up. We're going to be in... Items are going to be low price for a while, though. I would say about at least a month. I would think that items are going to stay pretty low price. At least a month. That doesn't mean you can't capitalize and flip items. Just be careful right now, because the regression has just started, and you never know when it's going to stop. So once items start going back up, that's the time you want to start flipping again, or bigger margin items at least. Because think about it, if you start flipping an item when it's crashing, you can get burned really, really bad. But if you wait for items to show signs of growth, then you can buy them and hope they grow. You don't, I mean, some people might say, oh yeah, but if they're growing, they might crash again. That's true, but it's always safer to buy something when it's going up in price. You do not want to buy something when it's crashing. Trust me, you will get burned every single time. You always want to buy when an item is increasing in price, never when it's decreasing. 18 viewers, is this an all-time high for you? No, it's not actually. Usually we have like 20 to 25 viewers. The Wednesday streams are not as popular because people are busy with work, school, and a lot of other things. But the most viewers I've ever had is 104, which was actually one of the earlier live streams we had. The live stream now has like 2,000 views or something, which is crazy. But yes, we've actually had over 100 viewers before, which is insane. Oh, I only usually see like 15. Well, maybe we haven't been doing good recently then, but if I stream more, I think we'll have more active viewers on the stream, and we'll have more return viewers as well. Banana Man 19 says, did people not like you doing Vorkath while flipping? I thought that was pretty chill. No, actually, we got positive feedback on doing Vorkath while flipping, so tune in this Friday. We will be doing Vorkath and flipping at the same time. So yeah, we'll satisfy that need for you, man. And I'm just not doing it today. I feel kind of lazy and I don't want to do it. So I just want to kick back, chill, and kind of commentate over my flips and the content here. But yes, don't worry at all. We will be back with the Vorkath in the next stream. But we actually got a fat Vorkath loot tab going right now. I think my KC is about 160. And I think, I don't know, it's like a 17 mil tab. It's about a 19 mil tab. So we've had some decent drops so far. We got a Dragon Bone necklace, which I thought was pretty cool. No pet or anything cool like that, but still not too bad on the drops. 39 rune kites, 32 rune long swords. Pretty crazy to see those prices. GTE Chimp says, Syratube, hi, I'm gay, I love your voice. Well, I guess that's good to see, man, so thank you so much for the very nice compliment, and hopefully you're having a great day. I just did Dragon Slayer 2 last week, but I suck at Vorkath, lol. Banana Man, don't even stress about it. I did Dragon Slayer 2 maybe like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and I was trash at Vorkath at first, and then like I must have died like 15 times, but now I actually have it down and I know what I'm doing, and I can actually make safe profits from it. So I think it's worth it spending the time and the money dying and recovering your items, just because when you get that down, you can just make so much profit from it. So much profit, jeez. Whew. Nixie says, how are you doing? I'm doing so good. Good to see you, ma'am. Thanks for tuning in on the live stream today. Leave a like if you are enjoying it, and yeah, I can answer any questions you have, man. Sway Gaming says, I've only got 2 mil left. What do you recommend I do? Flipping wise, I would either flip Adamant Darts, Blood Runes, Law Runes, with a 2 mil stack, because that's going to let you flip pretty much the limit of the item, and it's going to net you maybe 50 to 80k on those flips. So I would definitely recommend doing that. It'll help you grow your cash stack a little bit from there. But 2 mil is not really an optimal amount to flip with. I would try to at least start with 5 mil if you can. IC says, what's your favorite pizza? Oh, I'm starving right now and I really want food. But that's a good question, man. I guess my favorite pizza would be pepperoni pizza. Geez, Addy darts are rising. One time I saw a 200 GP margin for the rune darts. Tried to flip it, totally failed. I think I'm going to train some range before I go back to it. 83 seems too low for me. Yeah, 83, that's way too low. The range level to do Vorkath with. I would recommend at least 90 in my opinion. Zway Gaming says, I've got 20 mil, but 18 is tied up in other flips. So yeah, definitely recommend trying out those items then, man. Pepperoni is the best. I agree, Nixie, man. So freaking good. And Floridan Dell actually brings up a very good point. You can use unrestricted worlds to practice some bosses. Yeah, definitely do that if you are struggling, because if you die, it doesn't matter. Pepperoni is also really good. Thank you, Ice-T. Appreciate we're on the same wavelength for that. Anyway, 20 viewers today, guys. Really good to see that on the Wednesday stream. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'm so happy you guys enjoy the content so much. Leave a like if you really do enjoy it. Seriously, it helps me out a lot. Gets my content up there with some really great flippers in the YouTube space. On top of that, join our Discord, link in the description below if you are interested. Basically a great place to learn how to flip with your cash stack and ask questions. So yeah, we'd love to see you there if you're not already there. And on top of it all, guys, leave a comment if you're watching the playback. I love to hear the comments for people that could not make the stream, so yeah, definitely leave one if you are interested. Friday, also webcam. I promise, we'll do webcam on Friday. Be sure to come back, guys, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Friday, we'll have a webcam stream doing Vorkath and money making as well. So we're going to be doing more of the flipping stuff, guys, and we should be able to net a huge amount of profit because when we're doing Vorkath, we can make some seriously good money. Yes, World of OSRS actually got burned on a crossbow flip the other day. I think it was actually 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago. I lost about 2 mil on them. Woke up today, lost 2 mil on the... What did I lose 2 mil on? It was the Sanguesti staff. Lost 2 mil on that as well. So down about 4.5 mil this week. Hopefully these high quantity flips will bring back some of the profit here, and we'll have to see at the end of the stream how much we've made off of that. So Zway Gaming, you might be right, it might go to 1 mil to be honest, but not entirely sure. And Chapter 13 coming in game saying, hey man, watching the stream, great content. Thank you, Chapter 13, really do appreciate it, bro. Leave a like on the stream if you are enjoying it. Not if they buff it. Good point, Vindes. Well, I don't know, it's really hard to gauge if Sengish staff now 167. I got one for 171 the other day, and it crashed down to 169, so I think I sold it. Have they talked about buffing it? Because if they have, you might want to invest. Here's the thing, guys. If they buff that staff, the problem is they might, but it's not worth speculating that they will. It's much safer just to flip items you know hold stable margins and can still net you a lot of profit than it is to speculate and invest your money into items that might possibly go up. Unless you have a ton of money. Cool, I'm starving right now. Anyway, we're going to be flipping for about another 10 minutes here, so I'm going to start cutting back on some of these flips, try to get them sold off, so we can look at the profit at the end of the stream. $7.6, $7.8 is what we'll sell these for. Let that do its thing. And guys, I know you guys are very interested in my love life. I know you guys always ask about it. So I've got some good news for you all. Going on a date on Valentine's Day, so that'll be interesting. I'll keep you updated on Instagram about that one. Follow me on Instagram at Syratube. Shameless plug. Anyway, the amulets of torture are selling off. Oh, and we'll also use that $5 from Monster Trio to go on that date. Thank you, Monster Trio. Shout out to you, man. The mace made me a mill, so I don't know. I really like flipping the Vigor's chain mace, although it has been going down a lot in price, definitely. Same with the crossbow. The crossbow, I had a 10.2, I think it was, flip with the crossbow. You can check that out in the Discord if you're interested. I post a lot of my really good flips in there, my very successful flips. So if you want to see some of my greatest flips of all time, and other people's greatest flips of all time, definitely check that out. Anyway, let's cut back on the prayer potions, get them selling off here. Check the margin on that one more time. Ooh, selling for about 10k, so that is really good to see. We'll go one under that. We'll go a little bit farther under that. Stamina potions as well, we're going to cut back on those, try to get those off. And the amulets of torture soul, we'll see the profits on that. Looks like we made about not 300k, about 230, 220k on those, so not bad at all, guys. Very good profit on those tortures. Was happy to see that. Let's see, stamina potion. We're gonna check the margin on these again. Hopefully they went upwards in price, but you never really know. 5913 is what we're gonna sell for. Very good to see that. These potions actually made us a very, very safe profit, and pretty quick profit, if I must say so myself. Especially if these stamina potions sell, we're going to be in a very good position. My Instagram is Syratube, just like my YouTube name, guys. My Instagram is just Syratube. You can go on, follow me there. I post a lot of memes in there. I've been dry for a little bit, not been posting much on there, but definitely check that out because I will be posting very soon. So. Oh, I missed your comment, World of RS. Sorry. Ice-T told me not to look at it. I freaking put over 350 mil on it. Now it's worth 146 mil. So basically, I lost 200 mil and might even lose 300 if I wait and it goes to 1 mil. This is very sad. Yeah, that is a very tough position to be in. But hey, I don't know what to tell you, man. You should never invest off of other people's advice. And if you do, then you only have yourself to blame for the risk because you did make the decision at the end of the day. Check the grimy torso again. And it looks like that's going for 8147. Oh, whoa, those went up a lot. We're going to try to liquidate those real quick, make some safe profits off of that. Look how many we have. We only have like 1,000. And that could net us like 300k. That's crazy. But we'll actually see if they do sell for that. Potions are selling. Mana Rays struggling a little bit to sell. We're going to leave those though. Grimy Renar starting to sell as well. Arcane Prayer Scrolls not really succeeding. We're going to list these at 5, 6, 20 and just hope they do sell. We really need to get these off. We actually lost money on those because of the margin check, even if they do sell at this price point. Anyway, guys, hopefully you are enjoying the live stream. Leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. Well, Arcane's dropping even further. Dude, I thought the same exact thing. I think Arcanes will probably go, I don't know how low they're going to go. I would be surprised if they went under 4 mil. I really do think they're going to go really, really low. So he did decide on his own, but the Scepter, since he made bank on them before, 4.5 to 5 mil. Gotcha, man. In my experience, the Arcanes still sell at the margin if you wait a bit. Yeah, actually, the Arcanes do bounce around in price a very, very fair amount. The Dexterous is not even as good as the Arcane, in my opinion. Still need to buy Augury. I was going to buy it about 1 to 2 weeks ago. Good thing I didn't. Yeah, I don't have it either. I don't want to buy it, though, because, like, honestly, like, 5.6 mil for a prayer that I never even use, like, or will ever use. I don't know. It's not really worth it, in my opinion. But, hey, to each their own. What do you mean buffing magic? What did they talk about buffing magic for? Like buffing magic in general, making it more strong, making it more viable? How are they going to buff magic? I have not heard anything about this recently. I would definitely be interested in hearing if someone wants to explain in the live chat about it though. Stuck at 2 mil cash tag right now. Bought Dragon oh my god, Dragon Hunter Crossbow recently. Vorkath is so chill now. Yeah, dude, Vorkath with Dragon Hunter Crossbow, super chill. You can get super nice kills, very easy to do. And trust me, don't sell that Dragon Hunter Crossbow back. Just for the most part, dude, just hold on to it, make money from Vorkath with it. When you got about 20 mil tab, just sell it off and, you know, basically flip with that stack and you will be rich again in no time. They said magic is weak and they wanted to look into it. Magic is weak? Wow. That's interesting. I actually would think that magic is one of the more stronger skills in the game just because of the utility that it can bring. For example, in player versus player, you can freeze people, you can stop them from teleporting away. Those are abilities that no other combat style can actually achieve for you. Just kind of interesting to see that. At the same time, Vengeance, also another very powerful spell. Anyway, the prayer potions sold. Looks like we made about, not too much, not as much as I thought we were going to make on them, about 90k it looks like. So that's not too bad at all. They probably mean in PVM. Yeah, that's probably right. I would say range is not that weak. I think range is pretty strong. In PVM, yeah, in PVM, mage is really not used that much at all. Like, when do you ever hear someone using range in PVM? It's either melee or range. You never really use mage unless you're going to the steel dragons or the metal dragons. So they want to buff the basic spellbook. Got it. Okay, now that sort of makes a little bit more sense than just buffing magic in general. I thought they were talking about buffing like the percent damage it did. I was like, holy crap. Mage for Kraken and DKs mainly. Yeah, that's very true. You're right. Range is really good, but range, though, it's not like they made range OP. Range has always been the most powerful combat style, in my opinion. You know, range, even back in, like, 2007, range was, like, very popular. I never really used it back then because I didn't know what I was doing, but range has been very strong. I used to remember watching players, like my cousins and stuff like that, who would always use range for basically everything because you could safe spot things. It was powerful in itself. There's also a lot of powerful bolts that you can use now that make it very, very strong. Anyway, we were able to get those stamina potions off, and it looks like we made... Wow, we didn't make as much off those as I thought either. About, let's see, I don't know, 80k or so on those, a little bit more. So that's not terrible, but... Anyway, I think this other stuff is just going to take a while to sell, so we might not be able to get them off on the live stream, unfortunately. Jordy says they were looking into nerfing range because how good tank armor is with range due to little penalties for the defense it brings. Very true, and the way that some of these PVM bosses and PVM monsters are actually built is, especially Vorkath, for example, you can wear very tanky gear to Vorkath and still hit very decently on him because his range defense is very low. So, yeah, basically because of that, like... I don't know, it just like, you can bring, like, DFS with your range setup there and still be just as good, or you know, maybe a little bit worse than if you were to bring the skeletal visage or whatever the other thing you can use is. What I'm concerned about actually is the Dragon Hunter Lance that they just put into the game. I think it's actually a little bit too strong. Reason being is what people are not seeing, or what people are overlooking for the most part, is think about all of the dragons in game that you can now farm that are not like high-end bosses or anything with the Dragon Hunter Lance. So think about Brutal Black Dragons, think about Skeletal Wyverns. Those could now be 1 mil an hour things if you have the Lance. The Lance is really, really strong. I mean, so is the Dragon Hunter Crossbow, of course, but if you use the Lance at Wyverns, you will definitely get more efficient kills. Take a look at extended super anti-fires. I will, but actually we are going to be wrapping up the stream right now. We have hit the hour mark and I have to go to class, so this kind of stinks. But anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in to today's live stream. If you do join the Discord, I'll keep you guys updated on the profits in the Discord, just because we still are waiting for some stuff to sell, so we just need to get that squared away, and I'll keep you updated on those profits in the Discord group. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the live stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. What's up? Not a football. Good to see you, man. Got the banners on deck here. And Probe Football. We got lots of footballs going on here. Let's go. Love to see it. But anyway, don't know how you afford all the bonds for those, but that's cool anyway. Anyway, guys, hopefully you all enjoy the live stream today. Leave a like if you do, and I will see you guys all on the Friday live stream. Link in the description below to the Discord group.